I would think the experience to be an on-course scorer, is that what you call it?
Walking
When you're
score?
walking inside the ropes, if you like golf at all, would be an unbelievable
It's awesome.
experience
Yeah.
because having played in the Pro-Am last year and watching these guys up close hit the ball.
Sounds like I found a walking score.
There you go.
Unbelievable. You know, but with my 2 fake knees, I can't walk 18. Can I get a cart?
He's going to be one of those 80-year-olds.
I'm just kidding. I
Right.
can do it.
We'll
You
stick
could do
you on
it.
the green.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, joining us today at the table are Kate Peters, the Grand Poobah, the tournament director of the Memorial Health Championship, presented by LRS, and Amy Beadle, the marketing manager for Visit Springfield. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having
joining
us.
us. You
Thank
bet. It's
you.
an honor to have you guys here.
Yeah, the addition of the tournament to Springfield has been a really good addition. It's been huge, I think, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You guys know a whole lot more. And we'd love for you to tell us about that. But I'd like to begin, Kate. How long have you been the director? Because it's been many years, more than I could put a number on.
For this particular iteration of professional golf, this will be the 9th year for the tournament and my 8th as director.
Wow.
So it was always intended when it first came to Springfield to be a schedule filler, right? So our company was retained to run one. The tour needed a place to play, and they knew that our community had a past tie. And they kind of realized after that first year that, hey, maybe there's something there. And so I got involved, and here we are going into our 9th tournament. So, yeah.
That's more than I thought.
Yeah. And having had Tom Whitney, a past golfer, stay with me, he rave reviews on what Springfield delivers to the players and the tour, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's our focus here. It's kind of our shtick. What can we do to attract them to Springfield to come here and spend time? And, you know, many of them have developed friendships with people like you. Some stay with local families. Lots stay in area hotels all over the city. I'm always amazed at the list when I look at it.
Yeah.
And it's a testament. Like, we're very Midwestern and welcoming. And so we
Agreed.
embrace it and lean
love
into it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of them stay at various hotels. The economic impact of this event is much larger than most people think. Correct.
It really is. It's pretty incredible. It's nearing 2,000 hotel room nights over the course of the tournament time, which is huge. It's really good for us. We track a lot of our statistics based on if people are coming from 50 miles or more outside of Springfield.
Okay.
Because when we do that human data following, when we see that they're from 50 miles or more outside, it gives us a pretty good indicator that they may be staying
Gotcha.
overnight, right? So for this particular event, it's really great because it's in that high 20 percentile. When you look at a local event, it's more like 3 to 5% would be in that. So this event is a really strong event for drawing in visitors from outside the area. So as Kate said, although some stay in homes, many spectators, other players, visitors for other things come and stay in our hotels, which is great because that's how our operation for Visit Springfield is funded, through the visitor hotel motel tax. So we're very in support of this event, and we're really happy about it for many reasons. But one of them would be that economic impact. So you're probably looking, north of $5 million for the city when you look into everything that would drive that economic impact: food, gas, shopping, visiting sites and attractions, all of that type of thing.
Yeah,
so
they're not
it's
just
incredible.
staying in the room. They're eating their meals and visiting various places, all of the venues that we have here.
Absolutely. And all of our summer
our
activities
history.
that are going on. I mean, it just makes for a perfect place to come for the weekend, take in this high-level tournament and everything else that we have going on.
That's terrific.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Kate, how long has Memorial and LRS been on board?
Well, LRS came first, and so they joined the tournament as the sponsor of the Pro-Am in 2017, and then flash forward and came on as presenting sponsor first. I don't remember the exact year, and then this will be the 4th year for Memorial as our title.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So-
Both have been great partners, haven't
Oh,
they?
wonderful partners. We do everything in tandem. So we're typically this 3-headed monster when we're working together. It's Memorial, it's LRS, and then Event of Sports.
Sure.
So
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, you said this year you guys have added some things maybe on the course or out, to make the fan experience better?
Yes. So
Talk a little bit about that.
Tournament week is going to be much different than people have experienced in the past. So as we go back and we look at pictures, we noticed a lot of young families.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're leaning into that. So we've got stuff all week. But Thursday through Sunday, we'll be doing, we have a family fun weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's sponsored by SAU School of Medicine. So there's a lot of kids' activities on Saturday. And then Sunday, it becomes Superhero Sunday. So make sure you wear your Captain America and embrace that.
I'm
But
sure Chris has got a couple of those shirts to wear for Halloween. Yeah.
Shields has gotten involved in a much bigger way. They're helping us activate a fan zone right in the heart of everything. So they're bringing out a golf simulator and lots of other fun surprises.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have food trucks this year. We will have a venue on the 9th green that's open for the public. So, we partner with Visit Springfield to make attendance at the tournament free of charge. And so this year, what we want to do is give those folks that are coming out something else to do. So on the 9th green, the Tito's Terrace will be open to the public, an elevated viewing deck.
Oh, cool.
For them, we're also going to have seating on the 18th green, think player left on the 18th for about 150 spectators, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Just lots and lots. Bun is leaning in. We'll have a kids autograph zone that they're making possible for us. So we're going to be giving out collectible hang tags every day for all the kids.
Oh, nice.
Just all kinds of fun stuff.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
I'm thinking about the golf course out there and all of those experiences for people, for families, for kids,
Right.
and where those will be. Can you say more about that, or people have to wait and experience it when they get there?
Well, so as I said, Visit Springfield supports the tournament by providing free grounds access. So there's no barrier to attend this tournament. You can attend for free, you can park for free, courtesy of Landmark Ford. You can ride an air-conditioned shuttle for free, courtesy of Landmark Cadillac. So,
which, by the way, is very efficient.
Isn't
and
it?
And you don't wait long. Of course, going to the tournament every day the last couple years, I mean, I'm like, this is going to be a pain.
It's not.
And it's not. It's like, it seemed like every minute and a half or
Pretty
something.
seamless.
Yeah.
yeah. So we run tournaments all over the country and other countries, right? So I would say that our shuttle ride is the shortest that I have ever seen for offsite parking.
Yep.
And so while it is offsite, nothing is far. So
you're right.
You arrive right near the first tee.
Yep.
You'll walk up that path towards the hub of tournament activity and you will start seeing the difference.
Yeah.
So the Shields fan zone will be built right on that cart pad, right on the north side of the clubhouse. Tito's Terrace right on the 9th green. So you'll start seeing all of these things, especially on the weekend.
Yeah.
We have an activation coming in from High Noon. So we'll have a little High Noon area.
Nice.
Lots of other fun things, but it'll all be kind of centrally
In that
located
area.
in
I
that area.
But I wanted to ask because I did not know.
That's
obviously.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Some
It's
good
really
stuff for
exciting.
sure.
So what's kind of the schedule of events for the week then? Like I know there's the Pro-Am, you've got Pro-Am party. I mean, there's a lot going on.
So we start the week off with the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois Ladies Pro-Am on Monday morning.
I didn't know that.
So I have...
You have good attendance for that?
I do. Right now I currently have a couple teams available and I'm pushing to fill those over the next couple of weeks. So we do that. We have a private outing in the afternoon for LRS. And then that evening is our jump partner social at Motorheads.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll bring about 300 or 400 people out to Motorheads, and that's the official kickoff to tournament week. And then Tuesday we have in the afternoon our junior event. That's game day presented by SEFCU. That's 50 to 100 kids walking inside the ropes for a back nine practice round. It's
cool.
really, really cool. Free of charge. Still have availability in that right now. And then also that afternoon, we do a lot of little things kind of that the general public wouldn't necessarily know, but we're partnering with Lance Fleury at the Springfield Park District and his PGA Hope program, which is helping our Patriots everywhere. So they will have a little clinic and lunch with a player who is a veteran, Kyle Westmoreland. So that will be going on. And then Wednesday is the big day. I guess you're going to air this, but I would tell you, to me, it's our most important day. It's the LRS Pro-Am. We'll have 208 amateurs throughout the day playing golf and having a heck of a time. You guys have played. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, it's a great time. Yes.
Can't wait.
And I like the fact you get to play with 2 different pros. You know, you play one on the front nine and one on the back. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. It's much more palatable for these young men that are traveling week to week. They can get a 9-round experience in and have some time to get ready for the next day, which is
nobody
when the rubber
wants
hits
to play
the
18
road.
with you anyways.
I hear you. I'm sure anybody wants to play one hole with me. I mean, nobody's seen a golf game like this one. So.
Trust me, I know. They're thankful for it.
Thank goodness you have a pro, right?
Exactly.
That's why he's
Not
here.
Brad.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we took more of my shots last year than yours. So.
I don't know about that. But anyway, can we get back to the purpose of the podcast?
Yes.
Besides breaking me down.
I know.
You know, one of the things that we struggle with, candidly, is that there are a lot of people that don't realize this is professional golf right here in Springfield, Illinois.
Right.
I mean, we are a PGA Tour sanctioned golf tournament right here.
I know.
The smallest market as the tour ranks us.
Yeah.
And we are doing amazing things here. So Thursday evening from 4:30 to 6:30, we're having an event called Networking on the Green. We're partnering with the Chatham Chamber, with Local First, and with Silsa to bring people out as our guest. And we're going to wine and dine you. I'm going to show you the shared hospitality on 18, let you experience it just as any other sponsor or ticket
when is
purchaser.
this?
Thursday afternoon.
Okay, that's awesome.
My hope is that
yeah.
people realize this isn't a golf outing, folks. This is professional golf, and you can get involved.
Yeah.
And it's all for charity.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Do you know off the top of your head, even if it's approximate number of guys who've played in the Korn Ferry event here and are now on the PGA Tour?
I don't know that number off the top of my head, but I do watch the PGA Tour telecasts, and it's interesting to me, and I intended to do this before I came, but when you look at the top 10 on the leaderboard for, say, the event that just concluded was the RBC Canadian Open,
Yes.
top 10 and up, I forget how many players there were because there were some ties in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But over 80% of those guys have played in Springfield.
I recognize
that's
so
awesome.
many
Yeah, it's
names,
a lot of names.
every weekend on the leaderboard that I've seen out here. Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's why the Wednesday and even the Monday are so important. So we have sponsors and local people who develop friendships with players that last forever.
Yep.
And you're going to be able to say, I played with that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very important to the tournament. So.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
Good stuff. What else do we need to know
Yeah.
that people may not know about the event, the impact on the community? The stage is yours.
Yeah.
Well, I think the important thing that we want to share is, you know, I've lived in Springfield for a long time, and I know that there have been things that have come and there have been things that have gone. And I was a part of one that has gone, and that was our LPGA tournament. And so it's really important for people to embrace this. Like I said, we've removed the barriers for attendance. Come out. Even if you don't like golf,
Right.
I promise you there's something for you to do.
all the
This
other
is
things
the
that you're offering.
social
Yes.
event
It's
of the
the
summer.
networking and the just getting out and
Right.
walking around. It is awesome. I
Right.
think. Yeah.
There's any number of ways to get involved, and if people don't lean in,
Right.
you know, we don't want to run the risk of this being gone because, you know, it's a big feather in our cap, I think, to have a PGA Tour sanctioned tournament right
I
here in
agree
our
with you.
hometown.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
And the volunteers that we use, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. So it takes about 400-ish volunteers, and we still need walking scorers as of today. That's the committee that I focus on because if we don't have that. We don't have accurate data at the tour.
Okay.
But there's a number of, you don't have to know golf to be able to do it.
So what's what's that entail if you're a walking scorer?
If you're a walking scorer, what it entails is we will train you to run the equipment. You're essentially logging shots in a little handheld device.
Okay.
You walk inside the ropes with a group of players.
Yep.
You keep that data. So really the important thing is that you can handle the technology and be able to walk 18 holes.
Sure.
But if you can't do that,
Yeah.
we have something for you. ShotLink greenside operators are new this year. We've added 40 volunteers per day of competition rounds to our list of needs.
And what is that?
Those folks sit on the green and they have equipment so all the players, you'll see them in the telecast wearing a little bug
That's
on the
right.
back of
Yes.
their pants.
Yeah. What is that?
Well, it's tracking their shots. So
Okay.
if you're involved, if you are like me and you're looking on the app and you see the thing called TourCast,
Yeah.
that is showing each player's shot.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
tracked using this little thing, they call it a bug. That piece of equipment on this tour is good tee to green. It is not as accurate green to hole.
Oh, I see.
So ShotLink greenside operators are going to be there tracking those shots from the green into the hole. So it's
okay.
providing accurate data for the app, for
Gotcha.
TourCast.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that is, we went over to Kansas City last month to test it out to see so that we could, speak intelligently about it and recruit the volunteers for it.
Yeah.
Emily in my office, my volunteer coordinator, does not play golf. And we put her out there and she loved it
That's cool.
and was able to do it.
Nice. No worries.
No worries.
Cool.
In fact, the volunteers that they put her with in Kansas City were over 80 years old and they were loving it.
I love that.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I would think the experience to be an on-course scorer, is that what you call it?
Walking
When you're
scorer?
walking inside the ropes, if you like golf at all,
Yeah.
would be an unbelievable
It's awesome.
experience
Yeah.
because having played in the Pro-Am last year and watching these guys up close
Yeah.
hit the ball.
Sounds like I found a walking score.
There you
Is
go.
unbelievable.
Sign him up.
But with my two fake knees, I can't walk 18. Can I get a cart?
He's going to be one of those 80-year-olds.
I'm just kidding. I
Right.
can do it.
We'll
You
stick
could do
you on
it.
the green.
Yeah.
There you go. There
And
you go.
yeah, and being up close, these guys are so good, right? I mean,
Unbelievable.
They're
It's
incredible.
just such a small margin between the Korn Ferry and getting on the PGA. These guys are amazing because we were talking about the percentage of players that are in the top 10 every week. It's amazing.
Yeah, the players that are coming through Korn Ferry Tour are succeeding earlier and often on
Yep.
the PGA Tour.
Yep.
So like Taylor Moore was the first champion for Memorial Health. He's gone on to do very well.
Yes.
Cameron Young.
Cam Young, yeah, one of my guys that I hang out with, Mike Mannion, knows him real well because of his experience with, I think, staying with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And people maintain those relationships. It's really special. And
Yeah.
I just want more people to lean into it and come out. We
Yeah.
want to have record-breaking crowds this year.
Well, Brad's golfer, Tom Whitney,
Yeah,
what,
Tom
3 or
Whitney.
4
Yeah.
years with you?
Yeah, yes.
And is on the tour now.
He's on the tour now, and
And
he's
we're gonna
had
surprise him at an
Yeah,
event.
we are going up to John Deere, and
he'll be surprised,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, oh yeah. Well, I texted him. I said, "You'll hear us before you see us, because we'll be all fired up. I can assure you." Because last year, I think he birdied 8 of the last 10 holes or something. Last 10
he
holes.
did
and-
well last
Yeah,
year.
very well.
Yeah, tied for second or third. But I mean, we were hooting and hollering, and people were looking at us, and yeah, it was fun though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
I
a
mean, his
ton of
caddy
fun.
loved it. His caddy's like, keep it up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We one of the things that we did this year was we recorded a video that you'll see at our partner social. I won't share a whole lot about it, but
Yeah.
we went to some of our player friends to record clips about their time in Springfield. And so we have some from
cool.
who have graduated to the PGA Tour. We have some that are still competing on this tour. And, it warms my heart to hear them talk about how much they enjoy Springfield and that we have bigger crowds than most Korn Ferry Tour events.
Yeah.
And we're the smallest market.
And we're
And
the
that's
smallest
crazy.
market.
Yeah. Well,
But we
Crazy
are a
good.
big deal.
Yeah, very.
So
for
that's
sure.
what we like to
I
say.
think it's awesome. I mean, you guys do a terrific job, I think. So yeah.
Well, we're always looking for creative ways to, like Amy said, we're targeting those guests that are coming in from 50 miles or more. So we've beefed up our marketing and advertising this year. So we've got a great plan that's just rolling into action like this week. And so to see the level of interest coming in from that has been kind of fun to watch.
Yeah,
And it
that's
gives
neat.
us something great to put on our social media and in our marketing plan to talk about this level of a tournament. We are so proud of Springfield as the destination marketing organization. I always say to people, like, I have the easiest job in this role anywhere, hands down, because of the product that we have here in Springfield.
Sure.
And, whether it's the Presidential Museum or whatever, but this is just another high level product that we can speak of, and it's Springfield, Illinois, right?
Yes.
Just little Springfield, and here we are on the map with these wonderful things. And I think more as important as the visitor experience is the fact that we support this because it's a quality of life event for Springfield, right? So people, and if you go out and volunteer, and they have volunteer opportunities for people who are golfers or non-golfers, and you immerse yourself in that, you realize, like, wow, I'm part of something really huge. Like, I'm part of a PGA sanctioned tournament where you wouldn't necessarily be able to go and be part of an actual PGA tournament and do those types of things. So we're very proud to support this event, and we know that it's very good, not only for our visitors and for our destination marketing, but for our locals as well. And we are just about as much about our local people being proud of the city that they live in and taking advantage of those kind of opportunities. So we're thankful for the partnership we have with Kate in the tournament, and we do everything that we can to support that.
I love it. Well, I know the restaurants and hotels sure are happy.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about the players and caddies that are filling hotel rooms, but I think, and not a lot of people would know this, but we bring in a huge staff to support this event. So I'm bringing my staff this year will staff up from 3. So there are 3 of us full-time on this event year round. We have 4 interns, and then our total team count this year will be 17.
Wow.
But then the PGA Tour brings in a rules staff, a media staff, an operations team. Like, there are people coming in from all over the country just to support the infrastructure of delivering this event.
Wow.
Yeah, and most people would never have any idea about all that, what it takes to run the event.
Right, right.
Now, Kate, don't you, in your role, also travel to other communities a handful of times throughout the year to assist them with their events as well?
I do. So our company, Inventive Sports, is based out of Birmingham, Alabama, and we're a sports marketing agency, and we have not only golf, but we have a motorsports division and a catering company. We do a lot with SEC Athletics.
Oh, wow.
I have been focused on the golf. So, I mean, I've traveled to Senior Opens and our PGA event in Bermuda. It really, that's how we staff up. So a lot of those people that are coming in are coming in from other events. And the nice thing about that is they're coming with some golf knowledge. Golf event knowledge. And I think you have to be somewhat crazy to do this because, Advanced Week and Tournament Week, we live in a trailer in the parking lot at Panther Creek and go home and take a nap and a shower and come right back, and we're love doing it.
That's awesome.
And we're still friends at the end. So,
and that's something else people have no idea what goes into the production of something like
I'm
this.
curious. I've always wanted to know who pays for the all the stands to be built and all that. Does that come out of the
comes out of the tournament operating budget.
So the sponsor.
That's outside of I would say outside of our purse commitment and our staff costs, that's our largest expense.
I bet, yeah.
So they rolled into Springfield today.
Okay.
Oh, is that right?
And another example of room nights because they'll start building tomorrow.
Yep.
And they'll be with us. The goal is to be done on Friday of Advance Week to be show ready. So we have the weekend to rope and stake the golf course and tweak, and that's when I go out and we tweak a few things so that we look nice in all the drone photography and that sort of thing.
And it is a beautiful setup. It is just absolutely
wait till you see this
spectacular.
year. We've got some other things. We're changing the way 18 looks from the player perspective coming in. Player exit is different. It's going to be a much cleaner, cohesive look. 17 has an adjustment as well. That's where the LRS party deck is.
Oh, yeah. And that's becoming fun,
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I actually went down there last year for the first. I mean, I'm in and out of there.
Yeah.
But last year I went down there specifically to sit and enjoy it because we do walk-up music every day for the players.
That's cool.
I didn't want to go back and deal with tournament stuff.
I know,
I just wanted to sit there and watch golf.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it is great. We went
great.
down there last year.
That was
and
a lot
spent
of
about
fun.
half of the day.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, we've grown. I mean, when I look at how we started and what we are today, it's a testament to this market and this community. And, honestly, don't tell me I can't, because I'm going to show you that we can do it here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier, and it's all about charity.
It is.
What about the charities? Can you
I
talk
can-
to us a little bit about what charities will benefit from this event and projections of dollars? And also, I'd love to know about the size of the purse this year.
Okay, so we'll start with the purse.
point.
The purse is $1 million.
Is that higher than it's been? Or
It's the same as last
same.
year.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the purse is $1 million. The winner on the PGA Tour gets 18% of whatever the purse is. So
Okay.
there's a little
Okay.
fun fact.
Okay.
Tuck
Yeah, I
that
didn't
away.
know that.
Interesting.
Yep.
I didn't.
On the LPGA, it was 15%. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. Anyway, charity. So the 5 foundations of Memorial Health are our primary charitable beneficiary.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
so they get, yes. So, we're not just impacting Springfield, and that's important. So it's Decatur, Taylorville, Springfield, Lincoln, and Jacksonville.
Sure.
And so we are hoping that folks that support Memorial Health, and there's a lot of people out there that do, to support their tournament, because ultimately at the end of the day, proceeds benefit their 5 foundations. Having said that, we also benefit other charities. We have a new program this year that we call Charity Chip-In. You remember I said we had to go find 40 more volunteers
Yes.
a day. And so I went to a person in our community who I knew had a foundation and asked him if he would help us by making some dollars available for charity, separate and aside from what we do for Memorial. Okay. And so I can't list them all off the top of my head, but one that really comes to mind at the moment is the Sertoma Club of Springfield. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
They're filling a number of slots. So essentially what we're doing is if you cover X amount of volunteer shifts, you get a donation for your not-for-profit.
Cool.
Oh, that's a great way
And
to
so
do it.
that
Yeah.
will expand our reach by another 5 figures this year.
That's outstanding.
Thanks to and I've promised I can't even say it. I've promised to keep him anonymous, but he is a wonderful, wonderful man in our community, and excited to see how that goes. And there's a couple of committees that we've always, I don't want to say compensated, but the ecology committee, which is a fancy word in our land of garbage, that has always been done by the Chatham JCs, and we make a donation to them. The Springfield Kiwanis Club handles parking, and they do a beautiful job.
Yeah.
Those are historically 2 committees that are a bit of a challenge to get volunteers for, so we get out ahead of it, and we help them if they help us.
That's great.
Springfield's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
in a
very
lot of
much.
different ways.
Agreed.
Yeah, what's
Very
the biggest
fortunate.
challenge
Yeah.
that you face in
question.
putting this together every year?
All of it.
Wow.
Probably.
Look at all the
Most of
things
it.
running through her head right
know.
now. Which
Yeah.
one do I
I
pick?
take that
Well,
question
he
back.
said he couldn't edit me. No, honestly, really, it's sponsorship, if I'm being honest. We have a budgeted revenue number that we strive to hit every year. And, we have sponsorship packages that start at $500 and go up to, well, I could come up with something
Sure.
for $5 million
Right.
if someone really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Bet you could.
But when you look at the number of businesses, not only in Springfield, but if we start expanding into these bedroom communities like Decatur, where Memorial has a footprint,
Right.
there's no reason we couldn't hit that. But it has been a challenge.
Sure.
And we just want more people to lean into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And volunteers, sponsorship and volunteers.
Volunteers. Yeah.
And we have a great volunteer sponsor. Country Financial has been with us for a long time.
Yeah, they do a good job.
And they support us tremendously on that program. But if it gets done during tournament week, it's getting done by a volunteer.
Right.
And so we need them.
Good.
Yep.
I like it.
How many years did you run the LPGA Classic in Springfield?
I joined that team in 2099, and our last year for that tournament was 2011. So I became the director. I was operations director first at the Rail, and then I became the director when we made the move to Panther Creek.
Okay.
And the budget numbers needed to run that tournament, an LPGA tournament, compared to a Korn Ferry tournament, are drastically different.
Sure.
And so this particular tour, with this operating model, is more right-sized for our
Gotcha.
community, right? So we are the smallest market as we are ranked by the Korn Ferry Tour, and they rank us based on the number of businesses within a 50-mile radius generating 5 or more million in revenue.
Yeah, revenue, sure.
And so out of all 26, so there's only 26 of these events, 20 in the domestic in the United States. We're one of those. Wow. And it's very, very special.
Yeah.
There is a one in the Chicago area. It's held at the Glen Club in July. We'll be sending an operations team up to support that as well. Not our company. We don't own and operate that one, but we're going to help them out. They struggle because they are a little fish in a big pond. And in Springfield, every year I get a text from that tournament director. How on earth do you get so many people out there?
Yeah.
And so I just want everybody to lean into it and embrace it. What Memorial and LRS are making possible for our community is phenomenal.
I agree.
But we need more people to back them because it take. I think people think I have Dick Levi's checkbook in my purse.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he sure is a generous
Oh my gosh,
individual. Citizen, he's unbelievable, right? For what he does
Absolutely.
for
Community-wide. Yep.
Springfield, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
Yep.
good.
Very
And
good.
fun fact, from 1999 that is, to 2004, was at the Hilton at the time, and
Yep.
Sandra and Kate were my customers because I handled the LPGA account
I
forgot
at the
Is that
hotel.
right?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
gosh.
was fun.
Not.
Yeah, so I was very involved even
forgotten
back
that.
then. Yeah.
Big, small town,
Yes.
right?
It really
Yes.
is. That's why you always
Yeah, it
keep your
is.
friends real close
Yep.
and
That's
your
right.
enemies
So true.
closer.
Yep.
Yeah. So all the years you've been putting on events, which are a huge challenge, we always ask folks as we wrap up if you could go back 25 years now and tell your younger self, here's a bit of advice for you. What advice would you give yourself?
What would you give yourself? That's a tough one.
Just do you.
Just do you. Yep.
You'll get there.
Yep.
Yep. I think 25 years ago, I would have never imagined that I would be, where I am and blessed the way that I am. And I just, trust your gut.
Sure.
Right. So everything that I've done has been pretty much gut instinct. Like, does this feel right?
Felt
Does this
right.
seem right?
Yeah.
Do I need to go? Do I need to stay? What do I need to do? And so I think for me, it would just be trust your gut.
Yep.
Always go with your gut.
And that is very
Such
true.
a hard question, Chris. 25 years ago, I was only 10. I'm kidding.
And I was 12.
Yeah.
25 years ago?
Or 20, whatever the number is.
Do what you love.
Yeah.
Make sure you love what you do. And I do.
Yeah.
I do. There are days, the closer we get to the tournament, I will go home from work and tell my husband, I don't know that I got it in me, man.
Yeah.
And he'll be like,
But you do.
You say this every year.
Yep.
And every year, the closer it gets, I get so excited.
Yeah.
I love what I do. I want everybody to love it.
Sure.
So 25 years ago, just do what you love. That's what I tell my kids all the time. If you're not happy getting up every day, and we're all going to have bad days at work,
Sure.
but you guys, hearing you tell that story you told downstairs, you have such a great team vibe.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah. No. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely. And no, you're right. That's good stuff.
Have fun while winning. That's
Absolutely.
my motto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always.
we get out of bed every day, and when we have people, I mean, there's things I'm like, wow, I didn't see that coming today, right?
Right.
But like
Oh, every
every
day.
day, it's like I think, man, today's gonna be the best day ever, and you just gotta dodge all the curveballs that they're coming
Right.
at you,
And
you know,
get hit by a few,
and
but keep on
and
going.
have fun along the way.
Sometimes
I
at
love
the
it.
end of the day, I look really hard for that gratitude journal.
Agreed.
Right?
Amen.
But great advice.
And
from both of
your
you.
energy, both of your energy is very infectious, and the passion you guys have for this community is awesome, and I love it. I mean it. Yeah. And that kind of stuff spreads throughout the community. I love it.
It doesn't. We have to.
yeah.
I believe we have to have people who do that intentionally because
Yes.
otherwise, communities can be their own worst enemy. Communities talk themselves down and talk about all the bad
the bad-
things versus looking at all the good things we have to offer.
Absolutely.
Happens
not
all the
agree
time.
more.
Talk to Ryan McCready about that, right?
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
bit.
Yeah.
We battle it every
internal
day.
marketing about
Yeah.
who we are as
Yeah.
a community and what we have to offer. So you do it really, really well.
Yeah, keep up with the
Both
great
of
work.
you.
And we're looking
And
forward
thank
to
you
getting
for
out there.
being a sponsor. It
yeah.
means a lot to us.
You bet. we're glad to be a part of it.
We look forward
That's
to
for
it.
sure. Yeah.
And thanks for being a SILSA member
Oh,
and raising the level of customer
I
service
think
in our
that
city.
SILSA is one of the best organizations we have in Springfield. It feels great when you go to those meetings, like the
keynotes and things.
Yeah, the keynotes, but even the coffee thing in the morning we're going to have here in a few weeks, and everybody's fired up, and you know what I mean. It's a great organization, and the keynote speakers are outstanding. So yeah.
But that's part of to what Chris was speaking to, right?
Yeah.
How do we need to make those things happen,
Yeah.
right? And so that organization came about just for that reason. Like we want to be positive about ourselves and about our community.
Yeah.
So, and you guys are a big part of that. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Appreciate
Yep. Thanks for coming
Thank you
in.
guys.
Appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having us.
Okay. See you soon.
All right.
Yeah.